Hi guys, Luca here from Sabre Airsoft, here today to show you finally the V2 Praxis bullpup kit developed by the wonderful, ever creative Alice Amethyst, or Amethyst Artificery, who you may or may, well, if you've been following the channel a while, you'll be very familiar with who that is. She is the one responsible for most of the VMP-2 modifications and fixes. She has been instrumental in the Sabre Airsoft development community, and she also runs the store. So, about the bullpup kit. This works with any of the VMP-2 variants, though there are specific changes for each of the variants, mainly related to this section here. This is consistent across all the different versions. And what this does is it's quite simple. It turns your VMP-2 into a bullpup, which means that you can have a DMR in a compact bullpup shape that is gas blowback. And I've been very excited about this and wanted to get my hands on it, but I wanted to wait until we'd got it to the point of near perfect, is what I would call it. There are still places that I think we can improve, but I'm feeding that back to Alice as and when I find them. But I wanted to wait until it was in near enough perfect form factor so that I could show it to you guys. So one of the key things with this version of the Praxis kit is that it uses AEG triggers, and the direction of pull, rather than being like an AUG trigger in the V1 where the trigger pull is a direct push against the trigger that's in the original trigger group that's in there, this is instead a pull. So there is a pivot to it instead. There's a small pivot arm that lives on the trigger group, that then there's a bar that runs across here, and all it does is it lifts, very clever design here, it lifts up the bar, which uses one of the existing holes. I believe it's the hammer pin. So this does come with a replacement pin for your hammer. It uses that existing hole to create a pivot point, so that as the trigger bar comes across, it pushes up the L-shaped bracket, which then pulls the trigger. So it gets a nice and easy trigger pull as a result. There is a spring here as well, which resets the trigger, and I will be doing a video on this to show you how to install it as it comes out of the box. The only parts that you need from your original VMP-2 for this kit is obviously the upper receiver section and the trigger group. Optionally, although I'd recommend it just because it looks better anyway, you can also remove the QD point from your lower receiver, which can be done by first removing the buffer tube, by undoing the council nut and then unscrewing the buffer. And then inside here there'll be a screw, which I believe, if from memory, is a 4mm screw. And then once you remove that, the QD point just falls straight out. Very, very simple. This kit does come also with a handguard, though it's not really my kind of handguard, and I think at this size, in this form factor, personally, I would much rather have no handguard. It's also just really, really well designed. Obviously, it comes also with this upper extension, this riser rail here, which, if you guys want this to be sold separately, we are more than happy to try and to look into doing that. Though be warned, because it takes such a long time to print and takes up an entire printer in the process, we may have to look into other means in which we can manufacture this. But that's an ongoing bit of research. At the moment, it is still 3D printed. There's also a cheek rest that goes here. And obviously, you'll want to put the charging handle on the side opposite to where you'd be holding it. So if you're right-handed, on the right-hand side, left-handed on the left-hand side. This will accept any mil-spec/real steel gas blowback grips. Just make sure that this one's without the beaver tail, because there's obviously no room for the beaver tail, so it's following the same design as the original VMP-2. It also features a slot here so that you can use a HBA adapter if you so wish. This allows for the line to come out nice and easily along the bottom, which I know there are quite a number of HBA users of the VMP-2 out there. The selector is just the same selector with additional with longer screws and a spacer, so that it has a positive engagement with the selector and the trigger group. I'm not going to take it apart in this video, only because I'm going to be swapping this over to a different VMP-2 soon anyway, so I'll use that video to show you how to install it. But I can assure you it is quite straightforward, and we're always looking for ways to improve. So if you have an idea of how it can be improved further, by all means, come and join the Discord. That's down in the description below, and let us know, because we're all open to ideas. In fact, if you've got an idea that's not related to this, and it's related to a completely different platform, say, for example, you've got a gas blowback that has a very, very particular part that's not produced anymore, and you want to replicate it and get it designed and drawn up in CAD so that you can go get it made somewhere else, come and join us. Come and ask us. We've got CAD designers, we've got people with the ability to manufacture in one way or another. So come and join the community where things like this are being developed every day and discussed, and share your ideas. We are all open to them. But as for this one, this is available on the store right now. And also, with all of the things that Alice makes herself on the store, she has reminded me that there is a lifetime warranty. So if any of this breaks, just get in touch with her. Again, contact details are available on the store. Then she will replace it for free. And that's something we offer, because at the end of the day, you're airsofters. You're going to be rough. Things are going to break. Especially if they're 3D printed. Things do break. This is made from PLA Plus, which has the strongest layer adhesion of all of the different filaments you can get. But that doesn't mean that it's impervious to someone breaking it. So she's done the absolute best she can. We've got reinforced points where we can and where it makes sense. But I don't think, as long as you're treating these normally, and I'll be doing a few gameplay videos to show this, as long as you treat them with even just the same level of care and attention that you would any other replica, you'll be absolutely fine. But again, even if it does, you can get it replaced. It's not a problem. And it won't cost you anything. Except maybe postage, depending. So there we have it, guys. This is the VMP-2 Praxis. I'm not even going to call it the VMP-2 MD. I'm going to call it the VMP-2 Praxis, because to me, that's what it is. And if memory serves, yep, there we go. You even have Alice's logo just there. Fits absolutely lovely and perfectly in there. So once I've got this over to the other VMP-2 that I've got coming back to me, then I will go and do some gameplay with it. I'll probably use a gas mag. I might use a HPA adapter. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how I feel on the day, really. There you go, guys. You might have seen this at IWA. In every video that Dan did at IWA, he seemed to be grabbing the V1 that was sent to him to show it off to absolutely anyone that he could show it off to. But this is the V2 that is a bit different and uses a different system. Now, I would say that if you do get this and you're pulling the trigger and it's not working, check to make sure you haven't got it in safe, because I do that all the time. And now with this kit as well, it's extremely unlikely that you're going to accidentally flick the selector out from fire into safe, which I've done on a number of occasions, because the selector's all the way back here now, which is so much better. And the thing that every person that I've shown this to has commented is it's light. And it is. It's really lightweight. So it's a lightweight, compact DMR with a 410mm barrel. Brilliant. That's it for this one, guys. I'll make a video on the installation process soon. Catch you on the next one.